cross street is it on?
It doesn't say.
What do you mean it doesn't say?
It doesn't say. All it says is 2218 Main Street.
East Main Street or West Main Street?
Truly, it doesn't say. All it says is 2218.
All right, I'll find it. At least they could do is give you good directions.
Hey, why don't we go over there and ask those people at that gas station? I bet they know where
I
it is.
said I'll find it.
Hey, didn't we pass that funeral home before?
No.
No, I'm pretty sure we did, because it's got a big green banner out on the front door, and I remember thinking, how weird is that a funeral home has a green banner?
Look, I know where I'm going. Are you insinuating I'm driving in circles or something?
I'm not insinuating anything.
Besides, there's probably 100 funeral homes on this street. Drop it.
I'm not arguing. And would you nice up a little bit? I mean, we're going to a banquet that's being held in your honor. I think that would make you happy.
I am happy. I worked hard for this. I'm very happy. I just wish I could say the same is true for other members of this family.
What?
You heard me. I'm being honored here as the top salesman the third year in a row. And people at the office are more excited than my own family.
No, that is not true.
Oh, really? Where's Scott and Kyle?
Doug, last year there were the only 2 kids there.
Hank Greenlee's daughter was there.
She is 25 years old. And besides, you know that Scott has a big algebra test tomorrow that he has to study for. And Kyle, well, remember, last year Kyle spilled water all over himself 3 times during dinner alone. He's just too antsy to sit through these kinds of things.
See, that's it. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's the attitude. These things. You talk about these things like there's some kind of a drag. If you didn't want to come tonight, you should have just said so. What's with these lights? They're longer than a freight train. About time.
I'm afraid of you.
What?
It's because I'm afraid of you.
What are you talking about?
I didn't tell you that I didn't want to come tonight because I was afraid. Just like I'm afraid to tell you that we just passed the funeral home with the big green banner on the front door again. I am afraid of who you are. I'm afraid to say anything that isn't exactly what you want to hear, Doug. I'm scared of who you've become. You know what? I don't want to go tonight. Just, pull over. Take me home.
Calm down.
No, I will not calm down, Doug. I am tired of this. I want to go home. Pull over.
What's your problem?
Take me home or I'll scream!
You're already screaming. Would you explain to me what the problem is? All I did was ask you a question and you're going hysterical. What is this, one of these life-changing things? I mean, you seem a little young for that, don't you?
Yes, Doug, yes. It is a change of life thing. But not for me, for you. 10 years ago, if I had a headache, you would come over and you would kiss my forehead. You would make it all go away. And I loved it because it showed that you care.
So now it says I don't care enough. Is that what it is?
You know what? I want to go home. I am afraid of who you've become. I remember who you used to be. And I don't see that man now. I just don't see that man.
Well, who do you see?
I see a man that used to want to be a teacher. But right now, it's like you're trying to please other people all the time. It's like the sarcasm and the anger never, ever stops. It's like you've become some kind of cold, I don't know, like a cold machine. You've got to prove to everybody that you don't need any help. You've got to make it so that you are going to get that sale at any cost. You're going to win at any price. And I don't know who you're trying to impress because it certainly isn't me or your children. I mean, is this about your dad?
Your father's dead, Nancy.
Yeah, but he's the one who told you about being a teacher. He's the one that told you that being a teacher was a dead-end job and it's only something that you rely or fall back on when everything else that you tried didn't work. And you know what? You wanted to be a teacher.
Why do you have to bring this up now?
Because we were happy then.
We were poor.
We were happy.
Life wasn't a bed of roses. You wouldn't live in the house you live in now, and you wouldn't be driving the car you drive now if I hadn't gone to work for my father.
Yeah. But I remember who he used to be. I remember a man who would come home and love to play with his kids. I remember a man whose face would light up when he would talk about his students. You know what, we may not have had a lot of things, but we had you.
I gotta tell you, your timing's perfect. Here we are, going to an awards dinner for me. You're ripping me to shreds. Can we at least go to the banquet, pretend that we're happy, and talk about this later?
No, I do not want to go to a banquet and pretend that everything is okay. I told you I don't like who you've become. I don't like what this is doing to you. You are constantly trying to live in the image of your father, and you're tearing yourself to shreds in the process. I want to go home.
Nancy!
I'm gonna take a cab. I thought that I was hoping. I once believed that the old dog could come back, but I just don't believe that that's possible anymore. So you know what? Go to the banquet. Go alone. I'll see you home tonight.
I can't go by myself. I can't go alone.
Come this far by yourself.